So we have all of our information um, all entered here right now, but we're not finished yet. There's a couple more things that we want to do. One is we need to categorize this advertiser. So I'm going to scroll to the top of the page here like I've done, and I'm going to click on the Categories tab. Under the Categories tab, we have listed all of the different advertiser categories that we've created so far. We've got clothing and shoes, doctors, ice cream, pets, restaurants, sports. Unfortunately, none of these categories really fit with the Jamesport Children's Theater. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a category. So what we want to do here is click on this Edit Categories button, and a new page is going to pop up. And this gives us this same list of categories, but it allows us to create a new category. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to hover over this Create a New Category in green, click it, and now I can add a new category. I think I'm going to call this category Entertainment. We don't really need to mess with any of these other fields. We can go ahead and submit that. And now you'll see entertainment in this list. Now to save the new list, what we want to do is hit this button down here, close window and update categories in the publish page. So we've done that, and now we're back here in our advertiser listing publish page. And as you can see, entertainment is now listed, and if we click on it, it's highlighted. Now what's kind of cool is you can actually highlight more than one category if your listing happens to fit under more than one category. This one doesn't really, but if you did want to highlight more than one, you just need to hold down on your Control key and select as many categories as you like, or deselect them, and you can select more than one. But we're just going to select entertainment. That's good for now. So this is good. Now we've categorized our advertiser listing. The next thing we want to do is go to our Options tab up here. And in the Options tab, we're going to select the status of the Jamesport Children's Theater. At this point, the status is set to open. That means if I were to go ahead and save this listing just like it is, this advertisement would be up on the site. This listing would be up on the site. But there are a couple other statuses I want to show to you here because there are some different things you can do with this. If we set this to closed, we can actually take this listing off the site, but save it within the system. So, for example, if you had an advertiser that had paid to have their listing on the site for a few months, and then didn't want to have it on for a few months and wanted to have it on again or something, what you could do is you can close them down for as long as you want, and then once they've paid again, you could go ahead and reopen that, and that way you don't have to go and enter all the information again. You've got it saved within the website. It's just not displaying. So that's what closed would do. A few other status features here are the featured and preferred listings. And a preferred listing or a featured listing is one of the listings that's featured on the very front page of the site with the big badge image right in the middle of the front page of the site. A preferred listing is one that displays the smaller banner images on each site. And remember, we said we wanted this to be a preferred listing. So that's what we're going to have. We can also have it be featured and preferred so that they would have the banner images as well as that big front center listing on the front page of the site. But for now, we're going to just keep them at preferred. And what that's going to do is that's going to keep their listing on the site, and also their banner image is going to show up on the different pages of the site. All right, so we've got our status as preferred all set up. We've got our category all set up. Our publish form is all filled out. The one other thing you can do here, and you really don't need to mess with this if you don't want to, is you can play with the date status on this. So for example, you can actually tell the website when you want this listing to start displaying. For example, Right now we've got a date of October 28th, but if we didn't want this listing to start running until December 1st, what we could do is go ahead and select December 1st as the start date for this listing to start running. We can also select an expiration date where, let's say you just want the listing to run for a month. You could just select the day that you wanted it to stop listing, and it would go ahead and automatically do that. Keep in mind that if you wanted to have this listed again, if you set an expiration date, you'd need to clear that expiration date so that it could go ahead and start running again. And then this one over here, comment expiration date, there's no comments on the advertiser listings, so you don't need to mess with that at all. So let's go back and click on Publish Form just to get back to the home of this listing. We're ready to go. We've got this all set up and filled out, so what we're going to do is go ahead and submit. Okay, so we've submitted, which means this is saved in the site. If we want to, we can go back in and edit it using that link, but we don't really need to do that. At this point, what you can do is you can, for instance, if you wanted to go ahead and create another listing, all you'd have to do is go hover over the Publish tab, go to Advertiser Listings, and you can go ahead and create another one. Let's check out the listing we just created. I'm going to go back to the website, and I'm going to go to our directory, and I want to see all the directory listings. Alright, now if we look at this, under the All Directory Listings page, it's got all the listings broken down by category, and as you can see, there is now an entertainment category, and the Jamesport Children's Theater is listed there. So I'll click on that. And here we are. We've got our listing set up. We've got our badge. We've got a photo gallery that we can scroll through. Our 3 images. You can see the image titles come up right here. We have our map. We have our overview. And you can even see that because they're a preferred listing, they now have a banner that shows up in various parts of the website. Now, one kind of cool thing I'm going to show you right here is that you're going to see this orange Edit This button. And you're going to see this button on various pages of the website when you are logged in. And what this is a shortcut just for you as the publisher to be able to go ahead and edit different parts of the site without going into the control panel and searching through the control panel. You can actually just search through the site and find the page you want to edit. If we click on this Edit This button, this takes us straight back in to our Publish page for this particular advertiser. So that makes it easy for you to go ahead and edit different parts of the site without going and logging in, or without going through the control panel. You do have to be logged in. Watch now, if I say log out and I go back to this page and refresh it, that button's gone now, because now I'm just a visitor that's not associated with the website. I'm not the publisher anymore as far as the website's concerned, and I'm not going to be able to go in and edit that. So that's the way that works, and that's how you create a new advertiser listing.